Good morning.
My name is Paul Dalzell. I am the worship coordinator of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charleston. Just in case you were in the wrong place, and that's where you're at. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome all of you, our members, our friends, and if this is your first time here, we welcome you and thank you for joining us. I am going to quick edit. So that song as prelude came to me as a kind of a flash as I was writing the sermon. Mentioned it to Jamie, and I think it was a unanimous acclamation of yes, let's do that one.
You didn't mention though that you asked for it after we had choir practice.
Oh,
So
yeah. Way late. Agreed.
I can make miracles happen.
Thank you. Here you will find a community of people, all very different, yet all united in shared values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with love at the center, who will help you find what you are looking for. And I hope in your lives, many of us have found just that here in Unitarian Universalism. Maddie, is this on?
No.
I didn't think so. I can fill the space, but not reach into people's homes.
Right. Try it again.
Try again. There we go. Please join us as soon as she sits down again in singing our welcome song. We sing it twice, and if you feel comfortable doing so, please greet those around you with a smile, a nod, or a hello. The words are in your order of service and will be on the screens.
Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you.
Please do check your insert for goings-on here at UUC this coming week and in the near future. And we do have a few announcements that we'd like to share at this time. So, as your worship coordinator, I sometimes always end up with the ask for money even though I'm also on staff job. If you'd like to contribute to the staff holiday gift, we'll collect everything and divide it evenly amongst our 7 staff members. No pressure at all, just a chance to show some appreciation if you feel led. You can donate by dropping a check in the plate, if you're old-fashioned and still write checks, using the handy Give link on our website, or if you like cash, there are some envelopes, and you can drop them in that. Just mark whichever way you choose to note staff holiday gift so we can make sure it goes to the right place. Thank you for understanding my mild embarrassment during this announcement. Now for the news we have all been waiting for. Thanks to all of you who came together as this community does, and to the amazing artists, including 2 of our own, and all the musicians, again, including 2 of our own, who stole the show, for transforming this place into the Kanawha Valley's premier art gallery for 2 days, with amazing sights, sounds, scents, tastes, and textures. And also huge thanks to all those who then transformed it back into a church so we can be here this morning. With special thanks to Chris Higgins for his dedication and, well, everything choosing and contacting all the artists and musicians, and setting up the space, and more. To Sarah Stone for handling all the behind-the-scenes stuff, from goading us to sign up to volunteer, to scheduling us, to name tags, and the million other things she does that most of us don't even see, including drawing the names and contacting the winners of the raffles tomorrow. Even hand-delivering a purse after the event to one of our members who left it. And to Phoenix for doing all the little things, from coffee to signage to arranging the psychic readers, all the things Chris and Sarah didn't have time to do. And to Laura Bickett for managing the kitchen, food, and beverages for all. Again, the event was wildly successful because of you. And because of all the work you did, we raised over $3,000 for UUC. Yes. Final announcement, in case you think we forgot, plans are in the works to hang the greens this coming Friday at Kaleidoscope Collective's next meeting. Please join us at 7 p.m. if you'd like to help. And Deborah isn't here, but the tree is not in the attic, for those who know. For our chalice lighting this morning, we have On the Brink by Leslie Takahashi. Please read it in unison with me as Maria lights her chalice. You're going to need this. And there is the man of the hour himself. You just missed a round of applause. We'll give you another. All that we have ever loved and all that we have ever been stands with us on the brink of all that we aspire to create. A deeper peace, a larger love, a more embracing hope, a deeper joy in this life we share. Our first song for all is This Is the Day of New Beginnings. Please rise in body, spirit, and voice as you are willing and able. The lyrics will be on the screens today.
And this is also a new song, so I'm going to play it through first. We come to this sanctuary, whether in person or virtually, to connect with our community, sharing our joys, our celebrations, our sorrows, our concerns, our peace, and our needs helps our community become closer and stronger. And that is the community we all need in these times. We have a joy
for Maddie's great performance as Herod and Mary last night. That is a rock opera by the Contemporary Youth Acting Company here in Charleston. And joy for Chris and the volunteers of River Arts. Vendors left happy. It was a nice event. Adding to that, for everyone in this community coming together as we do to host another very successful River Arts show and sale. And for the memory of its founders, Avril Howard and Helen Basham. They would be so proud to see their legacy continuing. We have a concern, and this one sounds personal. Concern for Lowe's customer service. It's absolutely trash. They wanted to deliver a product that had been run into with a forklift. Washer and dryer, specifically. I want to show also concern for the family and loved ones of Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom of Webster Springs, who passed away on Thanksgiving Day after being shot the day before while deployed in the National Guard in Washington, D.C., and Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf of Martinsburg, who is still in critical condition, although his parents report that his head wound is slowly healing and he's beginning to look more like himself. For all these joys and sorrows, both spoken and unspoken, may we remember, shared joy is multiplied, shared sadness is diminished. And after last night, shared work is lightened. Please join me in reading in unison our covenant to each other by James Vila Blake. Love is the spirit of our faith and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Our offering words today are individually and together by Heather Christensen. Unitarian Universalism is a grand vision of a world filled with peace and hope, love and joy. That vision is embodied in a few large congregations, numerous mid-sized congregations, and many, many small congregations. No matter its size, every congregation depends on each of its members, each one of you, by your commitment of time, energy, and resources, which helps make that grand vision real. Individually and together, we are Unitarian Universalists, building a world filled with peace and hope, love and joy.
It's on 346. Come sing a song with me in your black hymn.
You can sing along if you'd like. Thank you.
Sing a song with me.
a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Our meditation today is Shining a Light in the Darkness by Marianne Byrne. Please relax in your chairs. Plant your feet on the floor. Square your shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes or unfocus them or gaze into our chalice flame. Breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Settle in to this moment, this space. In the midst of shadows, when the world seems swallowed by fear, a quiet power flickers, a single point of light, small, fragile, easily overlooked. Yet it changes everything. Darkness is not just the absence of light. It is the weight of isolation, the cold expanse of doubt, and still the faintest illumination reveals hidden paths, offers warmth where none seemed possible. To shine a light in the darkness is not to banish it entirely, but to believe that hope persists in a hand held, in a word spoken, in a presence that says, you are not alone. Even the smallest light can grow, spreading warmth and clarity to others and back to ourselves. We transform the night, not by erasing it, but by daring to illuminate it, flicker by flicker, until the path becomes visible and the heart learns to hope again. I admit I had some trepidation. At our last worship committee meeting, Jamie suggested we do a service on Advent. And Deborah picked up on that and ran with it. Mel and Rose used to light the Advent candles. You should do an Advent service. Wait, me? Self-proclaimed atheist, humanist, you, talking about Advent? That puts me in an uncomfortable position at first blush. I put it on the worship calendar exactly as you see it in your order of service, with the question marks and the exclamation mark. And this can be a rough time for folks this season for many reasons. I like the solstice. That's science. The trees and lights are pretty, but I don't really believe the whole baby in a manger, son of God thing. If that dirty Palestinian with his radical ideas had shown up in America today, he'd be beaten, picked up, and deported to a El Salvadorian death camp, probably. Even as the kid of a Presbyterian minister, my family didn't really do Advent. But pluralism, right? We should honor our Christian members and foreparents. But yeah, I was a little nervous about this one. Then, as I do, I started researching. I admit I've forgotten more about Advent than I realized. If you didn't know or also have forgotten, for most Christian denominations, Advent begins on the fourth Sunday before Christmas, or last week, and ends on Christmas Eve. It is a time of waiting to celebrate Christ's birth. It is often marked by lighting the 4 Advent candles in an Advent wreath, and with Advent calendars. I saw a curious take on that theme the other day, a different whiskey for each day. Some churches hang the greens on the first Advent Sunday by decorating for Christmas on that day. We have River Arts on the first weekend in December. We can't really do that early. Some former members have lit Advent candles, and some have not. I suspect it was either an age thing or a tradition they grew up with thing. I believe the wreath is still in that closet back there somewhere. But since we missed the first day of Advent, and since I broke the altar table when I threw it at Sarah's foot, I don't see that happening this year. But speaking of those candles, I remember 4 red ones and 1 white. Some faith traditions use 3 purple and 1 pink and 1 white. They are lit 1 the first week, then 2, 3, including the pink one on the 3rd week, and all 4 on the Sunday before Christmas, with all 4 and the white one in the middle being lit on Christmas Eve. The 4 candles stand for hope, peace, joy, and love. In many traditions, although there are some variations of the themes celebrating on each of the 4 Sundays, including the prophet's candle, symbolizing hope, the Bethlehem candle, symbolizing faith, the shepherd's candle, symbolizing joy, and the angel's candle, symbolizing peace. Hope, love, joy, and peace. Another one is faithfulness, hope, joy, and love. Prophets, angels, shepherds, and the Magi. Faith, prepare, joy, and love. The first I saw when reading about it was hope, peace, joy, and love. So that's what I'm going with. Unitarian Universalism doesn't have a strong tradition for any of them. And now something we have something I can finally get behind. As Elvis Costello implied, there's nothing funny about hope, peace, joy, and love. And waiting for Christmas or for Yule and the solstice and waiting for the days to begin getting longer, that's something I can understand. I waited for Christmas every December for years when I was a kid. Many sources, it turns out, say the waiting is also for the second coming of Christ in many faiths. I certainly don't believe in the whole judgment day is upon us, the rapture, left behind nonsense. That was invented in 1830 by John Nelson Darby because he misinterpreted a passage from the Bible, probably because he didn't read Greek, let alone Aramaic, and it was later picked up by the Christian nationalists to scare people. It did make that kid from Growing Pains a lot of money, though. If anything, the second coming, prophesied in the Bible, was said to be in the lifetimes of the earliest Christians, not thousands of years later. So let's not go there. Let's talk about hope instead. Is there a reason to have hope? We've got literal Nazis running our government, a Gestapo running in our streets, climate change, and an economy in the toilet. I could go on and on. But I do have hope. Because hope is not waiting for divine intervention. Hope is an active protest against despair and injustice. I'm not waiting on a god or goddess to fix things for me. I know, as you should too, it's up to us. You have the choice to feel hopeful for the future you create. I have hope because of the young people I know, the Chakrabarty kids, Sarah's son and daughter, the college students I know and hear, and those I stood with in Kent at the No Kings protest, the people I work with at SOAR and in the rapid response group we affectionately call Icebreakers. I have hope that Pete Hegseth may well get impeached for war crimes and murder sooner rather than later. When we learn about awful things that are happening, we have to resist despair to maintain hope. Last week, my companions, was the week about hope according to the Advent calendar. I do have hope. I have hope because hope is a protest. And I'm here to carry the signs and even to get arrested again if it's called for. This week is about peace. We've still got the war in Ukraine, the genocide in Palestine. As a matter of fact, at this moment, 56 armed conflicts are going on in the world, the most since World War II. What are we to do? We need to wage peace. We can do that daily by living with compassion and embracing justice, not by expecting it to arrive supernaturally. Peace isn't just about not fighting. It comes from understanding and reconciliation. I see this action as all the little things we can do daily. Honestly, especially this time of year, be nice to service workers. Be extra nice. They are working hard for minimum wages and they need all the kindness they can get. When you see folks on the corners asking for money, don't just look away. They are people. Treat them as such. make eye contact. If you don't have any cash, or if you have none to spare, still say hi. I seldom carry cash, but I'll ask them if they smoke and give them a cigarette. Remember worth and dignity. If you see someone facing injustice, say something. We quoted Elvis Costello earlier, now John Lennon. All we are saying is give peace a chance. So a little story is an example of something that happened on Wednesday. A lady with a huge house out in Cabell County was getting a new roof. When the workers showed up, she looked at them, then told the foreman, "If I'd known you'd had that kind working for you, I wouldn't have hired you. I'm going to call ICE." The rapid response group heard about it. A couple of us, not me, went there to show support. The crew found out what she had threatened to do, and they walked off the job. Rightly so, in my book. They had ripped off the old damaged roof, and they left it that way. The foreman, the next morning, lit into her and told her what for. If she wanted the job completed, she would have to apologize and take back that threat. She did, and they returned to work on Thursday. We do not know if any of them had documentation problems, but reportedly that doesn't matter to ICE and the Customs and Border Patrol. They'll snatch people up just for having brown skin or for speaking with an accident, and the Supreme Court allows it. Our folks were able to pass out some Know Your Rights information to the workers and provide encouragement. She could, of course, call ICE after the job was done. A couple of our team members stopped by around quitting time the next day to record video if needed. The workers were leaving, ICE was not present. We weren't able to do much, but even a little is something. Wage peace. Next week, the third week of Advent, starting next Sunday, is about joy. Brief aside, after this weekend, it's a 2 caffeine, it's a 2-cup day. Again, as with hope, joy might be hard for you in this current political climate. I'll not list all the reasons to not have joy in your life right now, but I will say you won't find much of it looking at grocery prices as you walk down the aisles. But regardless of what the retailers tell you, joy is not to be found in buying more things. To continue my contrariness, rather than the traditional Joy to the World by Watts and Handel that will no doubt be sung in Christian churches all over that week, I give you another version. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I wish joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. We can find joy in the small, simple things. I find it when talking to my friends. I find it by doing a job well. I even find it by writing these words I'm speaking right now. Just as Sarah pointed out using my voice a couple weeks ago, joy often exists alongside struggle. Joy is an ordinary miracle, and it's found in everyday connections, community, and the simple pleasures of life, rather than a purely spiritual state. During the week after this one coming, notice the little things that bring you joy, whatever they may be. Music, friends, pretty lights, or even a clean floor. Shoot, y'all. Notice those ordinary miracles whenever they happen, all year long. The fourth week of Advent, beginning on the 21st, is for love. You get off easy that week. Christmas is on Thursday. This week's Advent song lyric is John Mayer's. Love is a verb, it ain't a thing. It's not something you own, it's not something you sing. This isn't about loving your person, or even loving the nectar of the gods, coffee. But I do. This is about doing love, making it a radical commitment to care for people, all people. We do this love using our hands and our hearts, doing a small kindness for a neighbor or a stranger. Love is a creating force because it can bring us positive change, personal growth, and connection. It gives you resilience and strength to overcome obstacles. And it joins communities together through empathy and support. Love helps you make positive decisions, promotes healing, and nurtures spiritual and psychological development. Love is a verb, it ain't a thing. Now we wait. Advent is also about waiting. Not just to commemorate the miraculous birth of Jesus, because aren't all births miraculous? And don't they all seem to involve waiting? In this crazy world we have created for ourselves, we don't wait well. We feel we must either be entertained or doing something. But it's good for us to wait and to learn how to wait. Waiting is good because it cultivates patience and strengthens trust. By embracing waiting, you can develop more resilience and learn to find peace in the present. But we sure don't like it, do we? I've noticed that where we wait often changes how we wait. People wait fairly well in doctors' offices, waiting rooms. But at the DMV, in that big old room with the machine calling out letters and numbers, folks get pretty antsy pretty quickly there. So what have I learned about Advent? First, that Christian themes aren't really that scary. Second, that Advent is about waiting in hope, peace, joy, and love. Not all of us are waiting for the same thing or the same story. But we all know what it is to wait for light when the world feels dark. We might be waiting for the long winter nights to become shorter, or we might be waiting for this darn season to be over, or if we're lucky enough to be able to see young ones get up on Christmas morning, we might be waiting for the joy on their faces. Advent is about hope, and that hope is a form of protest against despair and injustice. And you U's are always up for a good protest, aren't we? We understand that we can't stop people from fighting everywhere, but we can wage peace in our own circles, right? We can help those we interact with feel a little better. We can look for the ordinary miracle of joy in our own lives and notice those moments. We can practice being aware of them. We have reminded ourselves that love is a verb, it's not a thing. It's an action you do. Advent invites us to slow down, to prepare our hearts, and to imagine the world we want to help bring into being. This morning we mark the ancient human practice of gathering together and kindling a flame, not as a miracle from above, but as a gift we give one another. Thank you. I invite you once again to rise in voice, body, or spirit as you are able for our last song for all. It's number 410, Surprised by Joy. Lyrics will be in the screens and they're in your hymnals. Our closing words today are Hope, Peace, Joy, and Love by Erica Hewitt, and I changed a few things. As we leave this space, may we do so in the name of hope, not just for what we long for, but our trust for the best within us to rise and to grace the many endings and beginnings in our lives. May we go into the world in the name of peace with the courage to soften and cultivate our ability to stay present in difficult moments. Let us carry joy, the abiding faith that joy unfolds whenever we're able to enter and consent to the practice of opening ourselves to possibility. May we be open to the love that awaits us in the weeks to come, deepening our capacity to love and be watchful of love's presence among us. As we prepare to bring new possibilities to life, may hope, peace, joy, and love guide us and be a creative force in our lives. Jamie?
Can't see you.
This is what democracy looks like.
Ooh, yes, sir.
We see that there's a wrong to be righted. 2, we know that we are stronger when united. 3, we exercise our right to assemble. 4, that's when the proud and mighty start to tremble. Just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering. Hey, hey, look this way. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We see that there's a wrong to be righted. 2. We know that we are stronger when united. 3. We exercise our right to assemble. 4. That's when the proud and mighty start to tremble. Just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering. Hey, hey, look this way. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Now, when we protest in the future, I want you all to come and sing this at the Capitol steps with us.
Let's sing our recessional together as I extinguish the chalice, and that'll end our time of worship together.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love